Right, server's up.
Look in team chat, sorry.
It's snowing.
Wow.
That's it, that's the password, wow. Does it just, like, constantly snow?
It did stop snowing briefly.
See if we can remember how to fly this thing. Bit of throttle. Winch up.
Oh, I forgot about the pink monstrosity.
There's nothing monstrosity about this.
The Barbie copter.
Oh, whoops, I forgot that you guys play with health.
Play what?
Play with health.
So we're on a quest to find as many crates as possible, which look very different now.
What the crates do?
Yeah. They've changed them for this update. You can guess what to.
Why is the tail rotor coming up whenever I increase the collective?
Have you got pitch on?
Yeah, but it shouldn't do that. That sensor on the left isn't
have
too
you got
bad.
it in second gear? We figured out it wouldn't lift within, I suppose.
I just need to get it out of the hangar before I start putting it into second gear, one sec.
There we go.
Right, where can we fuel this thing?
If you go to the boat dock, which is... Where are we? It's west of us. Where Sommy is now.
You're wasting fuel, lower the revs. If I lower the revs, aren't we just going to drop out of the sky? Maybe we just need more gears. What?
Did you throttle down a lot, or is it out of fuel?
I throttled down a lot because I was told I'm wasting fuel. It looks like we can run it with low revs though.
Yeah.
Or change the gear ratios, I think.
Fuel is underneath us now.
Can you put lights on?
Where's the button for lights?
I've put them on. Need to pan it down so we can see.
That's not the right one, is it? None of these are named. I don't know what they do.
Where's the fuel connector?
Oh, there's the spotlight.
Fuel connector is on the right side, I think, somewhere. Awkwardly enough.
And you have to throttle up to get the spotlights to go down, and down to get them to go up.
I need a button I can just press that puts it to, like, idle revs. just moves the throttle lever back to like a 0.2 or something.
Yeah. You could set that out with logic.
So I think the hose is glitched into the ground, so I can't actually put it up.
I think it's these end bits are super heavy, so they're difficult to lift.
I'll have to extend the hose a bit. Imperious, the sounds are not right in this game yet. You have to look past that. It's got some really good things about it. Holy sub-bomb director exclusive. Ben 19872, Ben the Chosen One, Stereotype, Mighty Diddy, Gurphy, Line Noise, Leon SST, Diernan, Emmerich, and Hellwood77. You've all just been gifted a sub.
Weighs so much.
By Director Exclusive. Thank you very much for gifting 10 subs there, Director Exclusive. GG. Have we got a fuel level meter in here? Yes, we do. Fuel, I see, going up.
Do you think you could hover next to the fuel tank? Because we can't get the nozzle up to the height of the refueling port. So if you can get the chopper down to the nozzles to the height.
That's just, I don't know whether it's because it's glitched into the ground as well, Jack.
No, the hose is fine. It's just that these nozzle ends are ridiculously heavy, but only at boat ports. Now it's stuck behind the leg. There we go.
If you grab it,
So hard to get depth
you can't lift
perception.
it off the ground, can you?
No, I'm jumping. I can't pick it up till. Tell you what I could do actually. If I spawn my boat, you could land on the back of that and refuel from that.
What, you saying you can't get a nozzle to that now?
No, it's too
Yeah.
high.
Refueling nozzles are too heavy to lift up into the air.
And some more Director Exclusive. Mr. Trump Oil. WO Licks. I think it is WO Licks. Reaper of Toes.
Gonna get a bit of lag for a moment while my
M-Pink,
workshop loads.
KSP, and Therian, guys. Welcome to the house. Thank you, Director Exclusive, once again for gifting 5 subs.
Loading.
Wow.
There we go.
Jack's breaking the game again.
Just needs a moment to load everything in.
Oh my god.
There you go, should be back now.
I've still got that server slowdown. It's the connector that's on the ground pointing upwards, Paul.
See how you can't lift it very high?
Oh my god, why are you getting stuck, game?
Actually, Paul's managing to lift it.
Yeah, you have to hold E on it rather than just get it to follow you. Does that light need to be on the fluid? There you go. Yeah, if you hold E, it kind of picks it up with more strength than if you just tap E.
Can you check the fuel gauge?
Have a look now. Fuel is full now. And you add a down-facing light on the tail, something to light up the ground. Yeah, I need to rework this slightly.
No, it's just spawned.
I think I need to take
we've
it
got a few jobs to do.
back to
Including
here.
those 2 that won't go away.
I'm just going to go back to base and make a couple of changes to this thing.
Right. While you're doing that, I might go and do the tanker tow mission.
Yeah, if you want to start a mission, I'll fly over when I'm done.
Yeah, because I can do the tanker tow with the tug.
Yep, it's pink.
Yeah, I'll come with you, Jack.
Okay. You on?
Yeah, I'm on deck. Aren't you heading to the where we need to tow it to rather than the object we need
That's a
to
very
tow?
good point.
Just checking.
Oh, now you're slowing the game down.
Why?
I don't know, it just says somebody's slowing the game down.
Yep.
It's gone now, though. I think it just does it now and then.
Happy anniversary.
Right, let's see if we
Dedicated
can...
service for the win.
I wish.
One day.
Mr. Hoiberg, thank you for 41 months, sir. Right, what was we going to do? We were going to change
Can't
the
wait to
gearing,
upgrade
wasn't
this
we?
thing with some bigger props.
Not happy with the gearing. Got 2, 3, and 1, 2. So what
Why
we could
are all
do...
your engine RPSs low?
We could go to 1,
Because
2,
I'm geared up.
Anniversary.
Okay.
1, 2, and 1, 3. Let's try that. Let's see. Jack was saying there was nothing named. What wasn't named, Jack? What items could you not see that was named?
Stuff on the buttons and switches on the ceiling.
It says power,
Happy anniversary. Natter.
throttle. Do you know, I might put its minimum value on 0.1. I reckon it might idle nicely there. Actually, no, I need to put it on that and start value 0.1, maybe. Otherwise, you won't be able to turn the engine off. This could be a problem. That's auto hover. That one, I don't even know if that one's wired. Engine start. Don't know what that does. Yeah, the ones that are labelled actually do something.
Are they normal size rads on the side, Jack?
Yeah.
That's quite cool. That's quite nicely hidden.
Yeah, it's I was going to put them on the deck, but then I thought if I have to put crates and things on the deck, it'll be annoying.
Altitude
Seemed like the best
backlights. The backlights.
best way around it.
We could use a button for that.
You can go down to the engine room if you want. There's an access hatch in the lower deck.
Yeah, I've already been down.
Winch up, winch down. Auto hover. Not being used. So why have we got winch? Winch. That's not a winch. That's not being used as a winch. That's the old winch. All right. Backlight. Default state on.
Happy anniversary. Natter.
Altitude backlight. Artificial horizon backlight. Compass backlight. Wait, is there a block missing though? Right, so we've got backlights. I'm optimizing the heli. I've just changed the gearbox ratios and labeled some stuff and put the backlighting on. Now we need to take care of the fact that we don't really have any lighting pointing down. What I might do is have one light here and one light at the back. Although it might not work underneath. Let's just see what the wiring is on this. Okay, the rotation is on that. Spotlight.
Connectors were on the rear of the tanker, weren't they, Jack?
Spot angle.
There's a winch on the rear, but there's actually a connector on the front, so we can use the winch on the back of the tug and tow it the right way around.
Okay. You need to speed this winch up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get rid of these. Replace every block with a light. Lol. Do you mean Dave's? Do you mean a Chinook twin rotor? Somebody's built one, but I don't think it does the physics properly. You still get issues because the Chinook like counter rotates, so you don't need a tail rotor. But somebody that built one said it still kind of moved. Nick 333, thank you for 62 months, Nick. And Big Rig Paul, thank you for 4. And Oberst Verbal, thank you for 5. Good evening if you just joined. Right, let's get rid of that and that. I hate the front of this. It's nasty. We'll put, let's see. Positive goes down.
That good?
Can you come and just pale the winch out while I keep hold of the connector?
Yep.
I want these on separate controls, really, don't we?
There goes on.
I do need to shape it, Bob. The reason I didn't was because I thought it was struggling to take off, but it's actually a gear ratio problem.
Oh, it's glitchy.
Yeah, you got it.
You might just have a couple facing down.
We good to go?
Yeah, don't know if we need a little bit of a longer cable, but we'll see.
Yeah, feed it out if it needs it.
I'll leave the winch paling out at the moment.
Would help if we weren't still in reverse.
Yeah, try forward gear.
So that made the wrong way. Positive going down. Positive going down. This one's going to be fixed.
Welcome back.
That should help.
Nutter.
Let's wire that up. Director exclusive, thank you very much for 1,000 bits as well as 15 subs. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much, Director exclusive. GG. Generosity is real. Garden data, 25 months. What do you think about Linux? I think it's awesome. I'll be switching to it at the end of the year. I've used Linux for about 25 years. Quite like it. Dr. Dre, thank you for gifting us up to Mad South African. Welcome back, Mad South African. Thank you, Dre. Let's wire this up. Let's put the lights. So we've got power. And then logic. We shall have. Spotlight was The spotlight angle was this one, so we'll control that one and the one at the back. And then for on off, spotlight's toggled. I think I originally had this wound up to 4, wasn't it? Puts the, 5 puts the side lights on. So I think what we'll do is we'll make 5
Gonna be a slow journey home.
And
Yeah,
then
I
the
think you need a
spotlights
bigger
can be
boat.
toggled by...
Yep. Once I
that
get some bigger props, I'll be happy, and bigger engines.
and that. Wait, what have I just done? That's fine. 5. 6 is doing...
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's try that. I'm not sure if that's how I want it, but we'll try it. So 4 does the internals. 5 does the nav lights and ground lights. I like that.
Welcome
6.
back, Nutter.
6 is doing... exterior lights there. Actually, I should have put that on 6, not 5. That would have been better. It's better. Do you have a fuel... Do you have a fuel Bowser right there? There's no... There's a fuel tank there. That's what you mean? This thing needs to be lower, really. It's too high up. Could break it in down there, potentially.
Is this your highest gear, Jack?
Yep. Gear 2. 4 knots is our total speed right now. Actually, that's not knots, that's meters per second.
New York's t-shirt needs a Barbie copter on it, lol. Okay, let's see. Started on 0.1, which is good. That should give you an idle. That's quite cool.
This is going to be one long journey.
Hopefully the fuel burn isn't as bad as it was. I don't think it is. What's that? Ooh, pizza pie. Do you like a Chicago town pizza? Off you go. I'll have a mincer.
You think there's enough fuel, Jack?
Not a clue.
You can take a couple more over tea.
I'd say you're about 3/4 on average, aren't you?
Ray light hits the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, but like I was
there's
thinking
only
it
one
would
tank
potentially be pointing out
full.
more anyway. Like that. Or maybe like that. I kind of see it operating more like that. And I didn't want to put it underneath because it looks a bit
Three that are
awkward.
full. 3 that are half-ish.
How hot is that?
3 that are 2/3.
It's a bit hot.
And 3 that are nearly empty. They all go in 3s.
Right, let's see what the collective's like. Interesting. To figure out at what point this thing starts to take off. Okay. Can I have a proper one? Can I actually have a proper mince pie?
It is, I've just dropped box.
Guys, would you say that is a proper mince pie?
Because the last time we
Or
did
does
this,
that
we
look like
made it
Mrs.
back.
Squirrel dropped it? Because that's what's
I'm
happened.
on about it!
Can I have a real one?
They're all like that.
Oh, you gotta be joking.
Seriously, I dropped box.
Okay.
Shacks in the shopping.
Christmas
Looks like
shopping.
Doyle made the mince pie.
Right, maximum collective. Nothing happening. Half throttle, and we've got some left.
What was that? We need total concentration.
We've got a total concentration while. What are you talking about, man? Thank you, Wyland. Right. So where
Well,
are you guys
good.
heading?
We're heading.
We're heading to a rig where we have to take this tanker to.
I don't even see you on the map.
With a black circle with like the little steering wheel symbol inside it.
Yeah, so we're currently southwest of you, near the power station island.
Right, let's see what happens.
And then we're heading to an oil rig, which is, if you take there's sort of a big island to the southeast, and then south of that is another big island, and we're heading southeast of, which I
Right
can
near
give
the
you
place where you buy jet fuel.
yeah.
I sell jet fuel.
You
Okay.
can buy crude oil there.
If you activate the tow tanker mission in your missions menu, you'll see the our
That's true.
final test.
What was the key for missions again?
N.
Right, I'm going to go and grab a drink.
Okay.
Right, if you get some altitude and try out the second gear, see what happens. Let's get ready to put in more power. Max. Max power. Next gear. Mr. White, thank you for the squeal. So half throttle. Cruise burn, that's what that is. Paul's changed a lot since I've been here last time. You're referring to the beard?
I see a pink aircraft.
Oh yeah, incoming. Thunderbird 7 is here.
7?
It was the not recently declassified one that nobody knew about.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You're gonna try and land on the oil tanker's helipad.
You got the thing in there, the parcel. Oh, it's a drag mission.
Yeah. I lost some frames since you arrived.
Feet. 18 feet.
Kind of teetering on the edge there.
Yeah.
I want to pull back a little.
I was expecting somebody to send in 50, 40, 30, retard. Mr. Whiteland, fantastic.
To be fair, there's no depth perception, so I thought you were landing on the back of Jack's boat, not on the helipad.
Yeah, we tried landing it on the back of the tug before, it didn't go so well. Well, it wasn't as calm as this.
Might as well get a free ride.
Yeah, save some fuel. I might have to tap into your tank soon anyway.
I'm slightly off position, but it wasn't a bad landing.
Considering it's moving, you haven't done too bad.
It does look like you're going to tilt forwards and fall overboard though.
The other 3 missions are all at the bottom of the sea, which is really annoing. Yeah. Do we need to build a submarine or something?
2 of them aren't missions we can even get rid of, remember? And I don't think we have all the components to build a sub yet. What we need is diving gear, but we don't have that either.
You should rename the stream to The Adventures of Barbie and her Friends. The way you progress, Charlie, is by unlocking items. Like right now, we're missing a few items. And this is what I was saying last time about the unlock mechanism currently in the game. Bearing in mind it's like version 0.5. It's completely random. It's hit and miss as to what items get unlocked when you complete missions or discover boxes. And it shouldn't be that way. You should get like skill points, and then you spend the points in a skill tree so that you can get the things you need. Because right now, until we unlock diving equipment, we can't do half the missions, which is dumb. It's dark in a sec. Well, time's going at an accelerated rate. Top right of the screen, you can see the nighttime thing turning. And I don't want to put a battery meter on here. That was a mistake. We shall burn no power. Cold and dark. I would keep an eye on the battery if I'd have actually put a meter in here for that. Apparently I didn't hook that one up to battery.
That 4 tanks of fuel empty.
Yes.
That thing burns fuel.
We've still got 4 that are totally full and untouched. Oh no, one of them's been starting to be tapped now. The 4 that are around half.
And we're not even halfway there yet.
6.5k. I think we were on, what, 11 when we started?
Yeah, it was 10, wasn't it?
10 or 11, something like that. So we're getting close to half.
On the south of the map, there's like an anchor. Does that mean there's a shipwreck there?
Yeah.
So can we like drag that back or do anything with it?
I don't think you can do anything with them yet except go down there and look, but they do have crates inside them usually, so you can get extra unlocked stuff.
And what's these like things with an X on it? Says Tarn Rocks and Kadath Plateau. Are they anything useful?
They're places like points of interest under the water, so like rock formations on the seabed, cave systems, things like that. And sometimes they have crates and things into.
Are you eating food at the moment, Paul?
No. Totally not eating pizza.
Oh, I wanted pizza earlier too.
No, I just wondered if me and you ought to buzz off and try and find some crates.
I was waiting for daylight, and I've eaten pizza, and I've had a bio break, and then we'll fly.
Okay.
I'm probably going to need a hand with this at some point, because I think I'm going to have to either get a refuel, or if the boat runs out of fuel, respawn it somewhere and come back to the tanker.
Have you got it in high gear?
Yeah. It's a heavy tanker. I think it's full.
You can, Crumbs, yeah. You need to, like...
And this thing's built for torque, not speed.
You need to build, like, a submarine shape. And then have, like, ballast tanks and then pump fluid in and out.
Paul, I think the helicopter just slipped off the side.
Yep, it did.
It is getting a little, not rough, but rougher.
Batteries need a flat as well.
Yeah.
I took off just in time.
Yeah.
It was about to pitch and throw me off.
That darn tanker.
Mr. Wizard Hoovy, welcome back. Just don't we going off fuel? If you want to do a proper ship landing, Otis, what you need to do is you put like a connector on the deck, and then you have a connector under here like that one. And when you land, you just link the two so that it just magnetically holds it.
Just over halfway now.
When the Coast Guard outpost is off the starboard side, it's a bit of a diversion if you really need it.
Yeah, I can see it. We're probably not going to make this.
Same chopper, Kirby. The problem is at the moment we haven't unlocked the aircraft engine, so we're really limited on power.
I'll push as far as I can though. If we run out of fuel, I'll just respawn this back at the other place and then zoom back down here and grab the boat again.
Unless you want to disconnect this here and just shoot over at the Coast Guard outpost and come back.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. I'll press the button.
You want more? Thank you, dude.
Speed boost!
At least we're burning a lot less fuel.
Keep an eye on that clock as well.
where is the fuel tank a bit? Oh, there it is. It's that orange thing on the far side, I think.
I think the diesel one's the middle one, Paul.
Hey?
The diesel one's the middle one. If you
Oh,
look on the
rip, I
map.
can't use it. There's a cliff edge next to it. Not terribly inconvenient.
That research submariner mission's gone.
Well, I could possibly have squeezed it in there, but then somebody left a pipe hanging down. So now that's ripped.